I have rented a rug doctor to clean the carpets in my house. So what I've done is I've removed majority of the furniture. It's a lot of cables and stuff behind the TV, so I did not move that. But everything else, couch, end tables, so forth, have been removed. As you see, there are some spots here because normally the couch is right here where my feet is, and so that is the area that normally where you're sitting on the couch, your feet are there, and not sure. I spilled the juice or something there. And some of these other spots are probably either food stains or juice stains. And then I have another couch over yonder and kind of a similar scenario. Your feet are usually there and some kind of food or juice, but the rest of it is relatively clean. And so what I did is I vacuumed the carpet 2 times. So I vacuumed this way and then I vacuumed that way. And the reason I did it is so that when you vacuum it in multiple directions, you get more of the dirt out of there. And so as you see, it's kind of difficult to tell now because I've been walking over the carpet trying to move the last piece of couch out. But you can kind of see some of the vacuum lines in there, here, there, and so forth in the midst of the shoe prints. So what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and set up the machine. I bought the cleaning solution from the same place I rented it. So all of that is right there next to each other. And the smallest bottle they had is intended for up to 4 rooms. This is the equivalent of 1 room. I don't know how big of a room they consider a room to be. So I just got the small bottle because I only really need to clean this and maybe the stairs or one other room in the house that has carpet. And so smallest bottle, one machine. You get to rent it for 24 hours. So I have now, and if I need to, I can go over it a second time to clean it again if, the first pass over doesn't work out so well. So again, vacuum, then cleaning machine. So let's go load up this solution. Here is the solution, and as you see, intended to clean up 4 rooms. The next size bottle or the other size bottle that was there was for up to 9 rooms, which I don't have a whole house of carpet, so didn't need the 9 rooms. And so this says shake a bottle and add 4 ounces or half a cup to a gallon of hot tap water. And so the container takes 1.5 gallons. So what I'm going to do is to actually see if I can find a gallon container. If not, I'll probably just put about a gallon of water in here and then put half a cup in here with hot water. Now, whoever used this last obviously did not do a great job of cleaning out the soap in the container because I have only put water in the container, and as you see, the suds are all over the place. So this is the cap that goes on the rug doctor, and I believe, although the instructions do not say, this is half a cup. Like this plastic, this clear plastic part is a half a cup or about half a cup. And so I'm putting that. I feel this is the cleaning solution. This is the hot water. Hot water. So we're just going to go ahead and pour that in. And might as well just close the lid on it. I think I may need a little bit more water in there since it is got a little bit sud. So fill that back up and go from there. All right, so I've moved the cleaner into the room, and the plan is because the doorway is behind me, back to where my finger is pointing, I'm going to start in the furthest corner, which is over there. So, well, excuse me, the furthest wall, and work my way backwards so I'm not having to step on the wet carpet after the fact. I've also turned on the ceiling fan. I actually need to turn it on high. And so the fan being on will help in the drying process, as well as using the air conditioner to help remove the moisture out of the air or the humidity out of the air. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing on up. And as you see, there is a carpet and tool setting. So once I turn this on, it's actually going to make a noise. But switch it to carpet, and then there's a button under the handle here that you use and squeeze and press to release the fluid out. And that is explained in a little bit more detail here about how to set up the machine and how to go about cleaning the carpets. So it also has some little indicators on here, or at least this version does, that they will light up. So if the brush gets jammed, this will light up. If you have ran out of solution, this will light up, and thus that will tell you, hey, you need to fix it. So here we go. All right, so this is the first pass. This area here where the couch is still kind of dirty. So I'll probably give it a second or even the third pass over that. As you see, some of the heavier spots did not come out, so I might have to individually treat those. This area I still haven't touched yet, including that spot. I ran out of clean water, so I had to empty the dirty water as well as refill the clean water because the dirty water was almost full. So that's that. All right, and so I did do that part of the room. Now I kind of started on this part of the room, and then that's when it ran out. And so as you see, some of it is still coming up. There are some spots that are still there that I'll probably have to individually treat, but so far so good. I am content with the outcome of how it is looking. So I'll continue to work on this and then maybe give it a second or third pass because I do have plenty of solution that will allow me to do that. All right, so this is the completion of the first pass. Like I said, there are some spots that are still here that you can see, like that one there, or those there rather, and one there. Those are furniture markings from where they sat. And then there are several over here that you can kind of still see. So I'm going to see if I can go about getting some spot treatment for these particular items, but I definitely am going to do a second pass of the Rug Doctor on this. And so far I am pleased with what it has been able to get out. As you can kind of see the dirt. So that's the dirty tank. And if we can spin it around here, although it doesn't look much different, this is the clean tank. You really can't see where the water is on there. But after the first pass, the water was definitely like a dark chocolatey black, some kind of mixed color in there. So it is pulling out dirt, but as for the heavier spots, it is a little bit more difficult for it to pull out those heavier spots, probably because they've been sitting for so long. So a spot treatment would probably be more effective on that. So this concludes my first use of the Rug Doctor. Hopefully this has given you some insights on how to use a Rug Doctor. This particular machine may vary from the other machines because from other videos that I've seen, that the actual carpet cleaner machine that they use has changed over time. And so I'm not sure how old this particular model of Rug Doctor is, but the concepts are essentially the same. You put your solution in, you put the water in, you clean, and you repeat if necessary. Comments, questions, drop those below. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already. And last but not least, thumbs up. Please give me a like. Until next time, peace out.